Good evening, guys. I'm going to do some swimming right now because I had a long day. Well, before I speak, let me tell you what's going on. We had a debate last night between our president and Joe Biden, and then let me caution you. I'm a Trump guy, but I'm gonna call it in the middle. Okay. The reason why is this: Trump he did his best to be aggressive. Okay, and that's the way to do it. And one thing you have to do, is to go up for attack. But the thing is, like everything Trump did, it's always on the publicity thing. It's always in the public. He was studied already, so Biden studied him. But the problem with Biden is that like all this, he has suspect in a wire in his ear. Okay, I think some pictures show that he has suspect thing in his ear to that. But I don't know. I'm not a detective, and also the moderator was kind of like biased. Also, Chris Wallace said that it's just we call this, this guy that doesn't like Trump. Problem with him is that he just can't hide it. If you're against somebody that and you're going to tag team somebody for the moderation, you got to keep it subtle beyond the lines. And if you're helping Biden with that, okay, let Biden fight for himself because why Biden's been a politician for a long time. He knows the tricks. Well, Trump, okay, on some sets, he did make him trip him. Okay, he lost his temper. But the COVID thing was Trump's weakness. Trump should have, we call it, Trump on that thing there should have let Biden speak. Because the more Biden speaks, he stumbles. Okay, and Trump was for an attack. Interrupted him. That's good, but the problem is you had if your opponent's weak, you got to let them trip on his own. And when the time comes to that for you to shine, make state your facts and state your thing. Like here's the economy. Okay, they said that this what Biden said, our economy was the best thing ever. Trump just pointed out, really, if your economy was so good under you, how come we lost our credit rating? See, that's a zinger. Or should have said, if our economy looks good, why did we have more companies move to China? See what I mean? Those zingers. But Trump also that should spoken. Yeah, my economy. Yeah, economy's down right now, but I'll do it again. See, if he keeps saying, keep insisting that and keep driving that point, and the obvious facts, you can win a debate. But the COVID thing is just hard to debate because the reason is Democrats are good at using emotion. Have you noticed that? They say respect. We call this, leadership. You know why they said that? Because the reason is it applies to your emotional base. It applies to me also because that's good. At least that is they're saying that they're doing this. The problem is though, they used that message already here. Now the next debate, what are you going to use it now? Are you going to use the same tactic again? Because the reason is that it works for a while. Even you get the Rock like that to Dwayne Johnson to go for your side. But you know what? That's only about maybe a 2 weeks effect. The next week like that, you're gonna be the next week. That's the thing that you got to be the next debate. Then you have to be prepared. What's your next weapons? Okay, what's the next thing? You can't go with scams with Trump anymore because you use those bows, and it's approaching the fact that the confirmation for the judge is coming. What should I do if I was Biden? First thing I should do if I was Biden is this. Okay, state the facts again, and we call this that state your and you got to change your gear. If I was Biden, we call this and I said what, a law enforcement in this country is not perfect. That we can't defund the police, but we can get more police reform. See, that's a good idea for Trump. Like that, will say I got the police and the police a lot of police unions supporting me. He got him there. For the COVID thing, if I was Trump, I'll tell you'll do this. He said, we call this. He was the president, and he locked down the country, and the governors followed. See, that's say that. If he said it for a month, I shut down the country. That's an effective thing. But shutting down travel and we call this we call this travel and businesses, I flattened the curve. It was a risk, but I did it, and it worked. See, she didn't emphasize the fact. Then hammer down saying, now, I don't control the states, that economy. The economy is controlled by the decisions of local states. Let's say New York and California. I open up the country. Why not they opening up? If you say that thing, you put the question back to the Democrats' hands. The reason why you do that is you create doubt. Yes, the economy is shambles because of what? Some states are not open. Okay, why have evictions? Because some states are not open now, and we have wildfires going in California. See, whose fault is that? For me, Trump, I will say, for me, I will say, the reason why because you have fires over there, because it's not climate change. It was right. It's mismanagement by the government of California, but also emphasize drought. Okay, emphasize a lot of environmental things that California didn't do. We call this didn't repair the dams. They did not. We call this. Did not. We call this. We call this. Didn't build in your infrastructures that to protect the house, protect their estates from fires. But most of the thing you should emphasize. The reason we have forest fires in California is we call this. And what do you call this? It's just not climate change, but disasters of certain proportions because California was burning, safety, burning some areas that to clear up some brush. So you shouldn't put a doubt that California must have mismanaged the fires. If he said that, as a statement, it'll put doubt in the minds of the people. And when we call us, if Biden says this again on screen, respect and duty, just tell him. If I was Trump, I said, respect and duty, really. We call us that you have, and he did this. Your family did some, Ukraine. There's no transparency there, and also and some actions of the Obama government. You didn't have any transparency there. See, we emphasize that fact, and we're doubts. So very interesting. So, if I were anybody out here, if you want to learn how to play raw logic and emotion, watch that debate over and over again because it helps with it's a learning style of speech patterns and emotions, and it helps you with your logical thinking. If you can, it's a good game plan because why? It helps you see strategy. It helps you see, how do you read people. So the debate, in my opinion, was a tie because the reason is that Biden hit the emotional thing, Trump hit the fact things. How do you change that thing? It's either they change tactics on both sides. Enjoy your day, guys, and be safe.